What if the person you defend fiercely is already outdated? In this video, as you watch the deep meaning pictures, I will share with you deep motivational words. It's my hope we will walk together. We sit with that longer than we expect to. Not because it sounds dramatic, but because it feels uncomfortably familiar. We all carry a version of ourselves we introduce to the world. The reliable one, the careful one, the one we learned how to survive certain norms. And yet, beneath that surface there's a faint relentlessness, like unfinished construction behind painted walls. We forget that every version of us was once invisible, a private idea, a fragile thought that whispered, I could be different. Before any action, before any decision, there was an imagination, a mental rehearsal, a possibility no one else could see. We are not fixed beings. We are living draft. Some pages dog-eared, some rewritten, some crossed out in frustration. And still, we keep pretending this current paragraph is permanent. But what if it isn't? What if the self we are protecting is only a sketch, and sketches are meant to change? There's an architecture beneath the identity that we rarely examine. Every version of you was once an idea, not a plan, not a guarantee, just a thought you repeated until it felt true. The confident one, the cautious one, the independent one. Each began as a sentence in the privacy of your mind, like blueprint rolled out on a table. Some designs were pursued, others were abandoned mid-draft. Some versions of you were tried on briefly and folded away because they felt too bold, too unfamiliar. We don't talk about those discarded selves, but we remember them. They linger like unfinished rooms inside us. And still, we cling to familiar shapes, even when they press against our ribs. It is strange how we defend what no longer fits. We outgrow our old beliefs, old reactions, old dreams. Yet, we keep wearing them because they are recognizable, because identity feels safer than possibility. We forget that the comfort can quietly become confinement. Change rarely announces itself with noise. It begins with tectonic silence. A shift in mind can move mountains, but not the kind carved from stone. The mountains are internal, assumptions stacked over years, conclusions formed in moments of pain, identities built around survival. We think transformation is dramatic, visible, but it starts where no one else is looking. I thought I'd just straight. A question replaces an old conclusion. A possibility interrupts a habit. And right now, we feel the tension of that interruption. The hesitation, the roping internal dialogue, the subtle doubt that asks, who would I be without this story? We stand at the edge of ourselves more often than we admit. not because you lack strength, but because thinking differently feels like stepping onto unstable ground. Yet every external change we admire in others begins exactly here, as a quiet mental pivot no one. The mountain does not move all at once. It shifts the moment the ground beneath it begins to reconsider its shape. You feel it, don't you? That subtle friction between who you are and who you suspect you could become. You tell yourself you are waiting for clarity, for the right moment, for energy to return, but days pass into small, forgettable rituals. You scroll a little longer than you meant to. You rehearse a conversation you never initiate. You postpone the email, the application, the boundary. You call it preparation. But you can't evolve by standing still. Standing still rarely looks dramatic. It looks responsible. It looks patient. It looks like staying where you are, becoming at least here. You know the terrain, yet something in you has stopped flowing, and water that stops moving grows stale, no matter how clear it once was. You notice it in the small habits, the way you choose the safer opinion in a meeting, the way you soften your ambition before anyone can question it, the way you repeat odd explanation for why things haven't changed yet. You say, I'm just being realistic, but realism has become a disguise for fear. The truth is not you. The truth is not that you lack ability. It's that movement threatens the identity you have already stabilized. If you try and falter, the story you have been telling about yourself will crack. If you try and succeed, you will have to sustain it. So you hover in between, not failing, not growing, just existing in a version of yourself that feels increasingly tight. Fear sits closer than you admit. It isn't allowed. It is tightening in your chest when you consider speaking honestly. It is the imagined embarrassment before you even begin. It's the quick calculation of what would go wrong, spread in higher definition. You tell yourself you are being cautious. You tell yourself you are protecting what you have built. But protection, when stretched too far, becomes a sinning. Fear fades when growth becomes the goal. Not because fear disappears, but because it loses its authority. When the aim shifts from preserving comfort to expanding capacity, fear becomes background noise instead of a commander. Right now, though it still negotiates with you. What if you are not ready? What if they see through you? What if this version of you is as far as it goes, and you listen, not because you are weak, but because you have mistaken familiarity for safety. When everything changes, so can we. We have all lived through moments when the external world shifted without asking permission. A job ends, a relationship fractures, a move uproots familiarity. The ground rearranges itself, and we are forced to stand differently. At first, it feels like destruction, but nature offers quite a metaphor. A forest fire doesn't ask with which tree to feel ready. It burns through certainty. It creates what once seemed permanent, and in aftermath, the soil, though brackened, becomes fertile. External chaos often mirrors internal reinvention. When circumstances stripped away our routine, they also stripped away the identities attached to them. We are left exposed, uncertain, and strangely open. We don't always choose transformation. Sometimes it chooses us. And in the ashes of what we thought we needed, spaces appears for what we might become.